Hi everybody, this is Jim Wagner with TZAcademy, and we welcome you to another edition of our player profiles. Today we have a special student in with us, Mr. Jackson Banuelos. Jackson is 11 years old. He has been working with us for almost 3 years that we figured out, and we wanted to introduce one of our younger players to give our audience an idea of some of the things that we're doing, even with players at Jackson's age. Jackson started with us, like I said, when he was 8 years old, and I think for the most part had been here just about every week unless he had a game or vacation or something. So anyways, Jackson, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. We want to ask you, when did you start playing baseball, and how did that sort of evolve or start to turn around for you from the beginning to where you're at now?
I started playing baseball when I was 6 years old. Started pitching when I was 7, and then started training at TZAcademy when I was 8.
Okay, and where do you play baseball now?
I play at Hart Pony.
The Hart Pony League?
Yeah.
And that's something that all of our interviews have had a common theme with players that play down at Hart Pony Baseball. And so you are a left-handed pitcher, and what are some of the things that you do with your training? What do you like to work on when you're going through the classes here?
I like to work on my lower half so I can get more of my hips working more, so I can get more velocity.
Okay. That has been something that's big even at Jackson's age, is trying to teach the body how to utilize all the parts as opposed to just going up on the mound and throwing. If Jackson stood up, he's not going to be 6'8" and throwing 98 miles an hour, but Jackson is a very hard worker. He, as far as I know, have never had any arm problems for the most part, other maybe than some tired arm. He's been very healthy, and so we're really teaching players like Jackson how to utilize their lower half that much better, and Jackson is a really good example of someone who's kept to it and has had consistency in his throwing. So Jackson, tell us a little bit about your workout dungeon at the house. For those of you, the Texas Baseball Ranch is one of our mentors. They have a 22-acre ranch. And how big is your mini ranch?
It's about a 3-car garage length.
A 3-car garage length. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. And what are some things that are in there? When are you in there? How often?
I'm in there when I don't have a game or I'm not here, and I have a pad, and I have like a throwing area. I do yoga in there.
Oh, wow. It's good. He's doing more than I'm doing. So you do yoga in there as well. What equipment do you use in?
The shoulder tube. I have my Jaeger bands in there. I have sock gloves. And yeah.
Okay, so you have pretty much a little mini version of what we have in here?
Yes.
That's awesome. And then Jackson, also tell us, you've actually been to our Southern California Elite Pitchers Boot Camp with the Texas Baseball Ranch. How many years have you been there?
I've been there 3 years, I think.
Okay.
And it's been really fun there.
Yeah, Jackson's sort of a special edition. We don't typically have players of his age just because it's a fast moving. There's a lot of information going on, and Jackson is. I think you've had a good time.
Yeah.
When you're up there with all the coaches. What's one of the most fun parts about the boot camp?
I think one of the most fun parts about the boot camp is when you're going through your video analysis and seeing what you need to fix and what you need to do to get your velocity higher.
Good. And Jackson, I think the audience would like to know, what are some things that you're looking to do when you get older in terms of baseball? What are some of your goals, 11-year-old goals that you have for yourself?
When I get older, I would like to go to Oregon College.
University of Oregon?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And at high school, you probably got to go to high school first, right? Do you want to play on the field as much as you can, or just pitch? What is your?
I would like to pitch more than be on the field.
Okay. And so go to Oregon. What about? Do you have dreams of going into Major League Baseball?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's. He's got a smile on his face. We always joke about it. He's got some a favorite team that we're not going to necessarily talk about right now, but we always joke about that. So, well, Jackson, thank you so much for joining us today. Hopefully you got a little better idea of our younger players. We're going to have more of those players as we go along. Please feel free to contact us today at TZAcademy.com for more information. With Jackson Banuelos, myself, Jim Wagner, thank you for joining us.